and welcome to Vlogtober. I think this is episode 9, but it doesn't really matter. Final week of October now, and this is it called penultimate? And this is the second to the last episode, so it'll be this Vlogtober episode, and then there'll be one on Saturday, which will be the final Vlogtober episode. In this episode, I'm actually filming this after I've just finished filming the end of this vlog. So I filmed this on a Monday afternoon. After this, I'm going to edit this vlog and then upload it so it's ready for tomorrow, Tuesday. But in this episode, you're going to see what I've been knitting this week. Got a lot of knitting done. Quite pleased with myself. Surprised myself a bit by one of the projects I made progress on. So watch out to find out more about that. We've had a couple of trips out. One place we haven't been for a long time, and it was a really lovely walk yesterday, so I'll show you a bit of that and possibly some other stuff. I can't actually remember what I filmed now, so I'm gonna get a surprise this afternoon when I go and edit it. If you're new here, my name is Anniken. I design knitting patterns and I teach knitting workshops online and in person. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and please leave me a comment. And I do have a special offer on my website still. It finishes at the end of October. So that's Thursday, I think. I think I actually made it so it finishes sometime on Friday, on the 1st November, because I usually always end it the day after I say it's going to end. So you can probably still take advantage of it on Friday morning, but officially it ends at the end of October. Everything on my website is 15% off, so all the stuff in my D-stash section, yarn, beads, notions, my books. I only have 2 copies of Easy Lace Knits left, and I don't know if I'll be getting any more until after Christmas. So do go and check that out. I will link everything below this video. Also, I just want to quickly mention, don't forget my Italian knitting retreat, April next year. If you live in the UK, because the retreat is priced in euros, is a week-long retreat staying in a really beautiful boutique hotel between the Sibillini Mountains and the Adriatic coast in central Italy. The nearest international airport is Ancona. And if you live in the UK, because the retreat is priced in euros, at the moment the exchange rate is still really good. So if you sign up now and pay now, you will save money, because the exchange rate is really good for us living in the UK buying stuff in euros at the moment. Also, if you sign up and pay in full by the end of October, Hotel Leone are giving you 5% off your booking. So do go and check that out. I'll link it below. We are going to be spending lots of time knitting. There will be knitting workshops, different excursions to local areas. We're going to be doing a pasta making class, truffle hunting, doing an eco printing workshop, visiting a local town. Might be something else, I can't remember, but loads of stuff to do and lots of time to relax and knit, and some workshops thrown in as well. So I'm really excited about it, and I hope you'll want to join me. Now let's get on with this vlog. We're going to go back to Friday, I think, is when I started this vlog. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I haven't been very good at vlogging since I finished a previous vlog on Friday afternoon. That vlog was out on Saturday. Today's Sunday afternoon. The Friday afternoon we went down to Loo, which is the nearby seaside town, and Simon and I got our COVID vaccines. We haven't had any side effects apart from a little bit of a sore arm, which I normally get. It doesn't hurt when I'm just sitting like this, but it does hurt if I touch it or if I lie on it for too long. But that's fine. I felt fine otherwise. Afterwards we had a wander around Loo, had a look around, and it was very, very windy, and we got fish and chips, which was very nice. My oldest daughter has been home for a few days, so she was there with us. As you can see, I finished my sweater. I'm really, really happy with it. While I'm talking, I'll show you a clip that I filmed outside yesterday morning, I think it was. So I finished this on Thursday. Yes, Thursday, and I blocked it Thursday evening, and I left it blocking until Saturday morning, and then unpinned it Saturday morning because I want to make sure it was completely dry. So I'm very, very happy with it. It did block out, stretch out quite a bit more than I expected it to. I need to measure it again to see whether it has shrunk back since I've been wearing it. We went into Plymouth yesterday and did a bit of shopping, so I wore it then. It turned out to be a bit too hot in the shops, so I ended up taking it off and putting it in my tote bag. But I did wear it because I thought it'd be perfect as a layering garment to wear. I'm wearing it over a green top today, which obviously doesn't look right, but I'm really happy with it. I had kind of hoped that the sleeves would be a little bit longer, but they're fine. They're elbow length just, but so it's fine, and it's quite roomy. It's not too oversized, but it's oversized enough that I can wear like all my long sleeve tops underneath it. So I'm very, very happy with it, and it's about the right length as well. When I first pinned it out, I was a little bit worried it was going to be way too big, but I'm very happy with the size of it. I do need to double check the measurements, because when I measured it before I pinned it out, and then I pinned it out, and it grew by nearly like 20 centimeters, which is a lot. I think it shrunk back a bit since, which is normal. But I'm really happy with it. I absolutely love it. I'm really excited I finished it in time for going to Norway. I'm going to wear it on the day we're travelling. I've got a purple, like a plummy purple, bit similar colour to the darkest pink that I'm going to wear on the day we're travelling. So I'm really excited about it. It's quite warm, but it's not too warm, so it's a nice layering piece. You can definitely feel you're wearing something that makes you a little bit warmer, but it's not too hot. So I'm really pleased this is finished, and I'm very happy with it. So let's talk about what I've been focusing on since I finished that. So I've been working on my Truly Hooked Advent Calendar project. Before I show you what I've been knitting, let me just grab the rest of the Advent Calendar off my wall. I filmed the mid-row. Okay, I'm mid-row, which wasn't a good idea. I probably should have finished up before I decided to film this. But I'm home alone for a few minutes, so I thought I'd come upstairs and film. So when I filmed my podcast on Wednesday, I was here. So I'd done that bit up to there before Wednesday. And how many weeks have I been working on this now? 2, 3? And then since Thursday, well, since Friday really, because I don't think I worked on a Thursday evening after I finished my this top. So since Friday, I've been working on all this. So I got quite a lot done. Now this does stretch out quite a lot, but because it is superwash merino, it will shrink back a bit. So I will need to block this at some point just to see how much it's going to stretch out, because I did do a swatch and block it before I started, but I didn't do that thorough a swatch, to be quite honest. So I'm on colour, I've just started colour 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, colour, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, colour 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, colour 6. So colour 6 is, hang on, this one, and colour 7 is that one. So I'm going to be striping those two. So let's just take a look at the rest of the advent calendar. So coming up after colour 6 are these colourways, and I pull those out because I'm thinking about taking them out. I don't think I'm going to need the whole 24 colours, and these are the ones I like the least, so I may put that one back in. I haven't decided yet. Definitely taking out those purples, and then I think I'll take out that one. May put those two back in just to bridge from the pinks, because at the moment there's a lot of pinks. So if you look at what I've done so far, a little bit of purple at the beginning, and then it's mainly pinks. So if I'm now striping those two, so if I do that one and that one, I feel like that will bridge me across the yellows rather than not doing any yellow and orange at all. This one is a little bit kind of pink with a bit of orange in it. And then it moves into like a limey yellow with a bit of green in it, and then into greens. So I love all the greens and I like all the blues. But I don't know if I'm going to need all of the mini skeins. I don't think I am. The garment I knitted similar to this before in 4-ply yarn, I think I used 300 grams and I got 480. Yes, 480. So if I take out, that's 20, 40, no, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So the ones I've taken out, not including those two, that's 100 grams. And because they are the colours I'm not that keen on, that's what I'm thinking about taking out. And I still may not need the last couple. So I'm not sure what to do yet. I'll play it by ear as I finish the rest of this. What I'm thinking about doing, because it's Sunday today, so I would like to get both of these colorways done today. It's 32 rows in total. But obviously it's a lace pattern, so it's a little bit slower. Although I'm doing it in garter stitch, so that makes it a bit quicker than if I was doing it in stocking stitch. But I would like to try and finish those two colours today, but I don't know whether that's going to happen. It's nearly 4 o'clock. I'll probably relax and watch telly for the rest of the day. So I might actually go down and time myself for an hour and see how many rows I can knit in an hour. I did do that a couple of weeks ago, but I can't remember what the result was. I might do that again. And then I think, because I'm teaching on Tuesday, I think on Monday evening, I'm going to put the stitches on barber cords and block what I've done so far, because I'm teaching on Tuesday. I won't be knitting till Tuesday evening at earliest. So if I block it on Monday evening, then it'll have nearly 24 hours to dry. And then I can measure it on Tuesday evening and get a rough idea for how many rows I'm going to be able to knit. And then I can work out exactly what yarn I'm going to need and whether I think I'll be able to finish it by the end of the week. So I would love to finish the whole thing by the end of the week, but I think that's unlikely. But hopefully I can get to at least past the halfway point. Once I get to the halfway point, I can block it and write the pattern. And I'm teaching on Tuesday, and then I'm teaching again on Saturday for half a day at Stitch Fest. But then I'm going to have a look around the show afterwards. So I'll be out for most of Saturday, and then when I get back, I'm just going to make sure I got all my stuff packed for Norway. And then on Sunday morning, I head up to Wales to stay with my daughters overnight, and then in the early hours of Sunday morning at like 3 in the morning, Emily and I head to Stansted Airport to go to Norway. So, and I'm having problems with my train at the moment. The train company I booked my original ticket with is GWR, which runs most of the trains between here, well, all the trains between here and Cardiff, and they seem to have a lot of staffing problems on the weekend. It seems to be quite common for them to cancel a bunch of trains on especially on a Sunday, but also on a Saturday, I think, but especially Sunday. I guess Sunday's the least important travel day. And I was originally supposed to be going up on Monday, and we were due to fly out to Norway on the Tuesday, the next day. And then Ryanair cancelled our flight, so we had to come on the Monday instead. That means going up on the Sunday. And I had a message from the train company I booked through, or the train app I booked through Trainline, Friday evening I think it was, saying that my train wouldn't stop at Cardiff Central, which is where it terminates. So it didn't say that it was cancelled, so I looked on the train app and it was still showing it's running. So I tweeted both Trainline and GWR and said what's happening. And first GWR said it's not cancelled and Trainline said it was, and then after a few messages back and forth, GWR says yes, actually it is cancelled. And they helped me to find an alternative train because I didn't think I could get a train for another 2 hours, because apparently I need to choose a train that uses GWR trains the whole way, and most of the ones from here you would need to change in Plymouth for a cross-country train and then change back to a GWR train in Bristol. So they found me a train that leaves half an hour after my original train does take a bit longer because I have to change somewhere and wait for half an hour. So it does take a bit longer, but that's fine. I don't mind that. So I have booked a seat on that train, and I just hope that they don't cancel anymore. But I am prepared next weekend that there might be more problems. So I'm glad I got a morning train. I'm getting the train now at 11:15, I think. So it's not ridiculously early. But I'm glad it's an early train, so that if there are more cancellations, I have the chance of getting a late train. Whereas if I was getting a late train, then I would be in trouble. If the worst things come to worst, Simon will have to either drive me up to Wales or drive me halfway, and the girls come halfway and pick me up. If that's all we have to do, that's all we'll have to do. But it is a bit annoying. So I would like to get this pattern finished so I can write it up by Friday. I don't think that's going to happen. So I will knit on this till I go to Norway, and we'll see. But I'm going to go downstairs now and time myself and see how long it takes me to knit, or how many rows I can knit in an hour, and then we'll take it from there, and I can make a plan for how far I think I can get this week. Tomorrow I should have quite a lot of knitting time. Tuesday I'm teaching all day, so I'll only be knitting for a couple hours in the evening. Wednesday I should have a fair normal amount of knitting time. Same on Thursday, same on Friday, and then Saturday just in the evening. But if I haven't finished it by Saturday, it's going to be too late anyway, because I won't be able to block it and stuff then, because I don't want to leave stuff blocking on the table while I go to Norway, because it is a dining room table and Simon and wife want to use it while I'm away. So I'm going to go and time myself now and see how long that takes me. The other thing I want to do is I want to knit a swatch in the Rauma alpaca silk yarn that I use for my lavender sweater that I've worn on the podcast a lot, and my pink sweater, which we'll save. I think I put it away because I want to re-knit my pink slightly fluffy alpaca sweater. I'm thinking about doing it in double strands, so I need to knit another swatch. So I had some yarn left over. I took that downstairs with me last night, so I'll probably try and do that this evening as well, so that I can, if I have any time this week, I can write the pattern for the new gauge. One more thing I want to show you very quickly, because it came yesterday, Friday I think, and that is this exciting box. So this is my first advent calendar to arrive. I'm not going to show you what's in it or what it looks like, but it's the advent calendar from the Discreet Unicorn. Is DK. They're 20 gram minis, 24 days DK. I think I got the sparkle DK, I can't remember. And I have actually opened it, and it has something on top which I don't want to show you, and then it has all the parcels underneath. So I wouldn't spoil a lot if I showed you. If there is something on top which might spoil it for some people if you haven't received yours yet, or if you haven't opened it yet. But I'm very excited about it. It's a good thing I'm away for the first half of November. Otherwise I'd be very tempted to start opening it. I have thought about what I'm going to knit with it, and I do have some plans. I'm thinking about doing a crochet project, actually, a crochet garment, but I haven't quite decided yet. I've got a bit of time yet to decide. So I just want to finish off this Vlogtober episode by updating you on the knitting I did yesterday. So it's Monday afternoon now. I'm about to film the podcast, and I thought before I do that, I'll just quickly show you the knitting I got done yesterday afternoon, evening. Got a lot of stuff done yesterday. So when I filmed yesterday afternoon and talked about this project, I'd done the first 4 rows of the 32 row repeat. So each time I used 2 colours of the advent calendar, I knit 32 rows in total, 4 in each colour. So 4 colour A, 4 colour B, 4 colour A, 4 colour B, etc. So I'd done the first 4 down here, and then I did the rest yesterday. And I worked out that to do the whole 32 rows will take me approximately 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's not me stopping to glance on my phone or do other things. That's me. I was timing myself, and every time I stopped to do anything, whether it was to pick up my phone and check Instagram or Twitter or go and get a drink or whatever, I would pause it, and then when I sat down and picked up my needles, I would press record again or start, whatever. So I was timing myself the whole time. So 3 hours and 20 minutes. That means that most days I probably ought to get a 32 row repeat done, except so far today I haven't done anything because I've been knitting some other stuff, which I will talk about in the podcast. You'll see that on Thursday. I've been basically knitting a swatch for something I'm thinking about knitting while I'm in Norway, but I'm not going to talk about that now because I will talk about it in the podcast on Thursday. I also, when I had my lunch break, knitted started knitting another clutch bag. So I have 2 clutch bags, Glam Clutch, which is this one, and the Colour Clutch, and I bought some small frames, some smaller frames than this clutch frame, just a bit at the top here. Last time I ordered clutch frames, I got a smaller size as well, so I want to design a clutch bag that fits the smaller clutch frame. So I'm going to do a beaded one, but it'll be a different bead pattern than this. So I charted it all out this morning and I cast on, because I'm teaching my clutch bags tomorrow at Spinning Yarn. So the day this video is out on YouTube. So I thought if I start it today, I can hopefully get the base finished this afternoon, and then I can carry on with the rest of it during the class tomorrow. So I'm basically knitting what everybody else are knitting, apart from with a slightly different bead pattern, but that's fine. So I've done that. So I haven't done anything on this yet today, but I'm planning to do this after I finish recording this. I'll go do some emails, and then 4 o'clock I'll try and finish. I'll go downstairs, watch a bit of telly, do some knitting. I'll finish this the base of the new clutch bag, and then I will move on to this and work on this for the rest of the evening. So I want to try and get 32 rows done today, but I think it's unlikely. Also tomorrow, because I'm teaching all day, I won't get 32 rows done tomorrow because I won't be home till probably about 5:15, 5:30. And then we're going to have dinner and stuff. So I won't get as much done because I won't get anything done on this during the day tomorrow. So I'm thinking my goal is to get the 32 rows of the next 2 colours done today and tomorrow. So if I do Monday, Tuesday, do another 2 Thursday, Wednesday, no, do another 2 on Wednesday. Let me get my calculator out. So that's 2 today and tomorrow, 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, 2 on Friday. That'll be 8 more. How many more do I have left to do? 2. I don't think I'm going to use all this anyway. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. One might do. I was thinking about blocking it tonight, and I might still do that. So I might knit as much as I can tonight and then block it just to see how much it stretches out. Blocked, it measures about 30 centimeters. So it's knitted sideways. So the way it'll fit on my body, I'm just going to make sure the stitches don't fall off my needle, is like that. So I don't think I'm that far off the halfway point, because I probably wanted about elbow length or a little bit past the elbow. Obviously it's got to go right to my center back, If it's elbow length, not taking into account blocking, I'm already at my shoulder, so another block like that would probably take it to the center on my back, and then I got to split it and cast on again for the front and carry on. So I think by tomorrow evening I might be halfway. So all the wound the yarns I'm going to work with later today, so that'll be the next one, and then alternate between these two, and then I will move into the greens, this kind of limey green, which is it's probably more yellow than lime green really. So the next two colors after the ones I'm going to be working on tonight will be these two, which will be Wednesday, I guess. So watch out for the podcast on Thursday to see the other knitting I've been doing, and watch out for the final Vlogtober video on Saturday, because last day of October is Thursday. So I think I'll make the Saturday video the final Vlogtober video. Watch out for that to see how far I can get on this week. It'll take me up to Friday probably. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. A lot more me talking and less out and about stuff, but I haven't done a lot in the last few days. I will try and film a bit during my workshop tomorrow and other stuff I'm doing this week, so that when you see the next Vlogtober video on Friday, there'll be lots more knitting news and hopefully some getting ready for Norway and yeah, workshop tomorrow, I think, hopefully. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and please leave me a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.